The National MS Society's vision is a world free of MS. We are proud to share these inspiring stories of our Bike MS champions with you. This is why we ride and fundraise.
My name is Lynn. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in August of 2003, which is 20 years ago now. It's amazing to me to realize it's been 20 years because it feels like it was just yesterday. What started with what we thought was a pinched nerve turned into the right side of my body going completely numb, looked like I had a stroke. I couldn't walk, I couldn't raise my right hand. Luckily for me, I had a very quick diagnosis, which is almost unheard of. I was diagnosed within about 6 weeks of my onset of symptoms. And I had a very aggressive medical team that attacked my MS right away with some of the strongest drugs. So I started on a drug called Rebif. I also was taking a drug called Nivantrone, which is actually an IV chemotherapy type drug that pushed me into remission. When I was diagnosed, there were only 4 drugs for multiple sclerosis. They were all injectable, and they were all pretty new. I've seen firsthand how the fundraising from Bike MS can help people living with MS. As I mentioned, when I was diagnosed, there were only 4 therapies for people living with multiple sclerosis and none for people living with progressive forms of multiple sclerosis. Now there are over 25 therapies for people living with multiple sclerosis, and there's one now just came out recently that is good for people with progressive forms. So every dollar that we raise through Bike MS goes to improve people's quality of life, including people like me. Thank you.
MS activists make life better for everyone, shining a light on the biggest problems and getting public policies to solve them.